Luke and Leia are confirmed for episode 9. We are going to break down what we think that means. This is the Nerdy News Rundown. Let's get you filled in. All right, I'm embarrassed. No Nerdy News Rundown mug today. I had to go for straight espresso from Starbucks. Hashtag not sponsored. Star Wars fans, rejoice! Yeah. Luke and Leia will indeed be returning for episode 9. This news broke a couple of days ago, but we didn't have a news show until today, sorry. So yes, StarWars.com did confirm the cast of episode 9. This included all the usual suspects, including Billy D. Williams, which, I mean, come on, mainstream media and official Star Wars news. You guys are like 2 months behind the rumor mill and what we're all pretty damn sure is going to happen, but I digress. The big news, the thing that was confirmed that even people like us got excited about and didn't know to be completely true, is the fact that Leia and Mark Hamill will indeed be in episode 9. Now, the very interesting thing is the Leia business, so let's get into that first. JJ Abrams came out and said they will be using footage from The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi to allow Carrie Fisher to once again play Leia in a Star Wars film. Now, what's very interesting in that bit of news was a comment he made about finishing up the Skywalker trilogy. He said, well, I didn't think there would be a way to complete the Skywalker trilogy without Leia and without Carrie Fisher. Now, we'll get into all of that in just a second, but it is interesting that they found her so important to this movie. I'm personally glad about this. I think this will be a very interesting way to utilize the footage that they shot in the past. I do think it's going to be tricky as far as editing and production is concerned, but it's Star Wars. They've got a lot of money. It seems very respectful to Carrie Fisher. I'm obviously a huge fan. So I'm a big fan. So I'm very glad that the princess is going to be back. It is going to be interesting to see how that footage ends up looking, but I have all the faith in the world for ILM, for Lucasfilm, for everybody involved with the production. I think it's going to be very cool. Now, the other bit of news, and I think the thing that a lot of Star Wars fans latched onto, got very excited about, is the fact that Mark Hamill will indeed be reprising his role as Luke Skywalker in episode 9. So, bottom line, Luke is back in episode 9. I know a lot of us thought, well, this is a no-brainer, but there was always a small chance that they were not going to bring him back in episode 9 at all, and I know for a fact that would have upset a lot of Star Wars fans. So, they are listening. Luke will be back. As far as what capacity, we are not entirely sure. A lot of people in the community have been talking about how Luke shaved his beard, or I guess Mark Hamill shaved his beard, and so he'll be looking differently. This is not uncommon. A lot of Force ghosts do come back in a different form than they were in when they died. See Anakin Skywalker, which in both versions, special edition and original, it's, you know, a different looking dude than what he looked like all wrinkly as Vader. You can look to Yoda. I'd say he looked way better. No more older than 800 years, in my opinion. Love you, Yoda. So it's not uncommon. I think Luke will come back probably as a Force ghost. A lot of people think he could come back actually alive. Very interesting fan theories about that. But the bottom line is, we're getting Luke Skywalker. It appears as though Lucasfilm is listening to what fans want and doing a lot of course correcting for episode 9. There was also a confirmation of Kerry Russell, but we kind of knew that that was going down as well. Either way, guys, it looks like we are setting up for a very fan servicey and yet incredibly enjoyable episode 9. The princess is going to be back. Luke is going to be back. We're ending the Skywalker Saga.
It's not true. That's impossible!
So let's get into that for just a brief second. My personal opinion here is that in some ways that might be true, maybe from a certain point of view, but overall, this is just an incredible marketing strategy. I think it's a great idea to sell this film as the end of the Skywalker Saga. You know, that will bring a lot of people out to the theater, even the skeptics, even the haters. So I think this is sort of a marketing move, a very good marketing move. We have been hearing things come out of Lucasfilm about how they're going to approach episode 9 a little bit differently. Everybody with common sense realizes that episode 9 needs to be a great success for Lucasfilm and for the Star Wars franchise, and I think this is just a really smart way to do that. So even though I believe Kylo Ren and Rey will carry on the Skywalker line in some way, I think that it's okay for them to come out and say that this is the end of the Skywalker Saga. Now, if that's really true, it does kind of give some validity to Hayden Christensen coming back as Anakin Skywalker. That would be incredibly dope. I'd love to see all the Skywalkers interacting in some way, shape, or form. That's my personal hope. But the news out there is Luke and Leia will be in episode 9. Carrie Fisher reprising her role using old footage from the different films. Seems like a good move to me. Mark Hamill indeed reprising his role with the shaved beard. Let us know your thoughts about that. What do you think it means? Are you excited for this? Are you skeptical? Whatever you are thinking, let us know in the comment section below. It's a huge day for the Den of Nerds. We are recording the first episode of the Super Late Show, a new program we are very excited about, and we're going to talk a lot of episode 9 on that show as well. So stay tuned to our social media and make sure you've subscribed to this channel so that you don't miss any of this dope content. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and nerdy day, and I will see you in the next video. Sorry if the ice fucked up the audio there. It's really good espresso though.